Alright, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for coming through. I hope the music's not too loud. Cool. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and actually turn this off because since this is all probably gonna end up on a YouTube video, actually, I know what I can put it on, but since this is all gonna end up on a YouTube video, um, yeah. Okay. So how's everybody doing in the chat? Let me ask that first, because the most important thing is all of you. You know what I mean? How y'all doing? And thanks for coming through. Wherever y'all coming through at. What's up, Will? Whether y'all are watching on Twitch or you're watching on YouTube or you are watching on Mixer, thanks for coming through. I need to actually pull up my multi-chat just in case I get chats from the other spots as well. And then I need to actually switch some chords around here so I can actually see the PlayStation, because I was gonna play something in the background while talking about everything. So if y'all have been paying attention to my Twitter, y'all already know what I'm about to talk about. And like I was saying, if you do not like this type of thing, then, you know, you are more than welcome to leave. Yeah. You got a day one rating and a special day one surprise for you? Yep, for me. Okay, that's what's up, man. Anyway, today I wanted to mainly talk about CEO. I wanted to talk about the experience this year as a whole, the good, the bad, the ugly, all that stuff, because I haven't ever really put together anything to actually talk about when I go to a tournament, so I wanted to talk about it. I also want to play something in the background. I'm probably gonna play I don't know. I'll fuck around on Steep. I need to turn the in-game music down for that. But so I'm gonna start with the positives, like I said on Twitter, because there actually were a bunch of positive things that happened. So, first of all, you know, of course, the event itself, CEO, like when you walk into that place, it's amazing. You know, everything from the main ballroom to the stadium that they used for the wrestling event, and they also used for um, a bunch of the top 8 finals. It was really cool, though. You see all these booths with all these different sponsors there. Simple Mobile was there again. Samsung. Controller Chaos had a really cool booth. A lot of great custom controllers. What else? There was a booth for Samurai Showdown where they had the Samurai Showdown big side tournament. It hit the 128 player cap, so it was a very, very, very pretty big it's a very big side tournament, actually. That was pretty dope. Can I get some options? Yeah. that was actually pretty dope to see. I forgot how to jump. That's what it was. Whoa! Let me get through this real quick. So yeah, so that was cool to see. It was cool to see a lot of folks actually enjoying Samurai Showdown, because I actually do plan on putting a lot of time into that game. So, you know, that was really dope to see. You had a bunch of, like, pretty big name known players playing it as well. Oh my god, am I gonna... This game sucks. Yeah, this game fucking blows. It's deleted right now. I'm not dealing with that today. So... Yeah, it was cool to see. They had Samurai Showdown cabinets provided by Arcade Impact and Jabaliland. Jabaliland was cool too. 24-hour arcade area. If you've never been to CEO, that's like the best spot ever. They got a bunch of old cabinets with like some new stuff on it. A bunch of side tournaments go down in there. I got fifth in Shaq Fu out of like 17 people, so like I don't know why I did decent in Shaq Fu. I've never played the game before, and that game is garbage, but I played it, I did okay. There it is. What else was cool there? I mean, I passed by a bunch of like the wrestlers for AEW and stuff. They're really cool. They act like regular people. I mean, that's just how it is. Yeah, it's high execution in a bad way. It really is. The guy who beat me actually knew how to fucking play. I don't understand why you would know how to play Shaq Fu. I don't understand why you would sit at home and actually practice fucking Shaq Fu. I don't understand. I really don't understand. But that tournament was definitely a waste of $3, but it was fun because basically everyone except like 3 people was confused and never played the game before and never knew what to do. We discovered that Liotsu, the old guy with the staff, he's literally probably the most OP character. Because his staff, either on hit or block, it has like no pushback. So you can get like a bunch of fucking hits. You get like 7 hits before your opponents push out of range. He has a fireball that the only way that you can block the fireball without taking massive damage is if you have a shield. And then you need to learn the input for the fucking shield. He also has a teleport. He also has the best anti-airs in the game. Like, he's stupid, but it was fun. Yeah. I'm never playing that game again. What else was there? Back to Jabaliland, and this was in like I think it was on Saturday night or something. Yeah, it was Saturday night. I'm just going over some of the cool stuff that happened, Reggie. But anyway, so like Saturday night, my friend Strike the Soul, shout outs to you, Jaheim. I know you're probably not watching, but shout outs to Strike the Soul, shout outs to Phenoms. You know, I had a really fun time talking to Soul, talking to Misfit Panda. I didn't know the other guy, but it was cool talking to him about some wrestling for a little bit too. But we were all watching Jaheim play fucking DJ Hero against Katana Prime. I guess they had some sort of like a grudge match in DJ Hero, and Soul got smacked. Like, he was getting demolished, but the game was fun. It was fun to watch. The mixes in that game is amazing. Like, that game has an A1 soundtrack. They need to bring that back, seriously. But that was fun to watch. Of course, Karan, aka Anubish, and Kite, you know, Rashad, he They were, going around all over the place, getting hella casuals in Eunice. Karan was playing every freaking poverty game. Apparently, he had like a bounty on his head, kinda, for Akatsuki Blitz Camp. That was funny. I actually kinda was one of the best, one of the best people on the Soul Calibur 3 cabinet in Jabali Land. It was probably between me, Meredith, Lolita Bot, and Son Gohan, Justin. Lolita Bot beat my ass on 3. So yeah, we were all like pretty much like bullying people in that cabinet. I still got it in some Soul Calibur, but I don't got it as good as the Arcade Impact folks. But that was actually pretty fun. Anytime I got on Samurai Showdown and casuals, I was basically smacking folks. I pretty much only lost like one set. But before we decided to just do another 2 out of 3 to let other people play, like I was pretty much smacking this guy. But bless up to him. That was really fun. Yeah, the whole event was actually really good. They had Chipotle. It was like a Jabali version of Chipotle. It was actually pretty good. It wasn't really filling at all for me, because I think because of things I'm going to talk about, I think like my metabolism and stuff was just going crazy. So like I was just eating everything, bruh. And I did not have the money to eat everything like that, but I was eating everything. So they also had the Jabali fried chicken. A lot of people were getting that. I'm sure that was good. The concessions were A1. The drinks were hella expensive this time. I mean, they were expensive last time, but they like inflated them again. I really would love if TOs would like make it to where maybe a convention center or something. I think what they should do is make it to where they can make the stuff in that spot probably a little more affordable, because for that price, it really wasn't the greatest. That's not really like a complete negative, but $11 for a kind of burrito bowl. They basically treat you probably a little worse than actual Chipotle by giving you jack shit from me. I mean, it was good, but they give you jack shit from me. Let me tell you. I don't know if you're supposed to ask them for extra, or I don't know, man. You just put everything on it. But see, that's the thing. I didn't like all that stuff. I tried to put as much stuff as I think that would be good on it, but they still didn't give you jack shit for meat. I'm a meat eater. I'm a carnivore. Like, give me some fucking meat. Now, that restaurant that we went to, though. Yo, thanks for the bits. That restaurant we went to, that was by the beach, was actually really good. Sloppy Joe's, that was actually pretty good. That burger was pretty good. The service was actually really good. Lots of food in that. Like, that was actually pretty dope. That water was really good. That was some of the best water ever. Oh no, and they're starting the bits fight. Thanks for the bits, Kite. So like, yeah, like all that stuff was actually kind of dope though. And it was cool running into everybody who plays DOA. I sat and watched the top 8, and even before that, like out of the blue, freaking Dragon Ninja found me when I was about to play my MKX match, and we talked for a while. I think like it's kind of heartwarming that like even though I really don't think I've done like pretty much anything for the DOA community, every time I go to a tournament or any sort of event, they all know who I am, and they all like seek me out and just to talk to me and stuff, and chill out and all that. That's really dope. I'm talking everybody from like, kind of what you would say is probably like your lower level, like tournament players, to everybody like fucking hoodless who got like second place. You know what I mean? Fucking, I finally met Zachary in real life and Miss Zachary in real life for like the first time. I was hella awkward, but you know it was cool meeting them. Um, you know, because that's one of my boys in the community. So shout out to Z and his girl. I think he said he's going to Summer Jam next. I'm not. I think I'm going to TFC next, but yeah. But yeah, the DOA community still treating me like I'm one of them, you know, and I haven't competed in their game since like final round, so it was really cool to see that. Really cool to experience that. Yeah, he is a mad good content creator. He's amazing. Him and Michael Emery Reigns, very good content creators. Definitely check both of them out. Yeah, they're mad good people too. At least to me, like they're always pretty cool, especially Zachary. Trying to think of anything else that was actually cool. You know, the drive there was actually not that bad. It was actually cool. It was pretty comical. The drive back, you know, we were tired, but it actually wasn't that bad, and we actually got back faster than the GPS and everything was saying. So that was mad cool. That's always good. Um, the car was great that Kite rented, even though he had to pay a hell of a deposit. But you know, pretty sure he's gonna get that back. Next time, I'm definitely renting the car though, because I can get discounts. Uh, yeah, I mean, like for what it was actually a pretty good like trip. I'm glad that, you know, we got away from South Carolina and went to go do something. That's pretty much what I think of it. Um, so yeah, that's all like the really, really cool things that happen. It's gonna be the third Saturday, 20th of July. So July 20th, I need to hopefully have a day off on that Saturday. We'll probably be able to go. You're not TOing this time, so it's 10 times better. You don't suck as a TO. If we go, I can help. Will, if you need some extra help, I can definitely help. Also, y'all need to like keep interest up for Samurai Showdown, because I'm definitely playing some more Samurai Showdown. So I'll play some MK as well, probably. Um. Okay, so here's the portion of me talking about CEO that, like, you know, like I said on Twitter, you have the invitation to leave. And I will not be opposed to you for leaving, because this is the negatives. And this is probably going to be a longer section of this. This is, you know, sometimes, you know, things aren't all positive for a tournament trip. Usually for me, they are. Usually I have nothing but fun at these things. But this was actually the first time that I would say, like, even with all those positives I just went over, I would say like mostly this weekend kind of sucked for me. For Kite and Karan, probably definitely a different story on some aspects, but and a lot of this is going to sound very fucking selfish. This is why I was telling y'all can actually leave if you want. But yeah, alright, so here we go. I'm going to start from the top. I'm going to start with the motel that we got. So I got this spot. It's, you know, it's near the beach, so it wasn't like last time where it was more near the speedway. It was more near the beach. And you know, I thought it was going to be cooler because it was going to be closer, so you know, we can get to the event faster, which we did. But that place sucks. The San Marino Motel, that place is garbage. That place is booty. And the thing about the San Marino Motel, it wasn't anything to do with probably the workers there. They honestly were okay. You know, it was a bunch of Indians, like actual Indians. You know what I mean? You know, getting their money, and I respect that because they do that around here too. You know what I mean? So like, it's all good. They were actually nice. You know, they were you know, getting everything done that they needed to do as far as, getting us in the room, getting us out of the room, stuff like that. Gave me the deposit, back like instantly when we checked out and all that stuff. So this is not on them. This is not on any of the other like people that were staying there. Most of the people that were staying there were actually CEO people. So, they were probably going through the same stuff we were. But let me tell you guys, San Marino Motel, that place sucks. That place is absolute shit. And I will straight up, when I get a chance, and I will probably do it here on stream, I will leave a fucking 1-star review. That place is fucking trash. And that is with the utmost seriousness in my face right now. That place is fucking shit. Let me tell you, the first night was literally the worst fucking night ever. Let's see here. So, roaches. I know, it's near the beach and shit. And those aren't even actually roaches, they're water bugs. People should definitely know the difference, but either way, you don't want to see them. There was a bunch of them. They were everywhere. And you can tell that they don't really get pest control around that place. It was actually pretty fucking ridiculous. Oh, they were tiny? Yeah, those are roaches then. Okay. Because I saw one, like, on the sidewalk. That was a water bug because it was pretty big. But, alright, so there were actual roaches. That's even worse. We have never stayed in a hotel. At least I haven't. Well, I don't, neither one of us. Any of us that, travel together and stuff to these things. We've never stayed in a spot that has had any sort of a problem with, like, bugs or anything like that. This was the first spot, but of course it was probably for Daytona, a cheap little motel. So, I guess you get what you pay for, but it's crazy because that was still over $330. It was like $337.50 plus a $30 security deposit. So about $367.50. So that's still expensive. Like, you pay that much for like one of the like Hiltons and shit to go to like TFC or even Final Round and stuff, and you get a way better experience. But that's the story of Daytona, right? I mean, hey. The parking was atrocious. We did find that they had guest parking in the back side of the motel. But before we pretty much figured that out, we were trying to park in the front. Mad people were getting blocked in. I mean, there was nothing we could do. And it was basically like pretty much the parking. You park there, you're pretty much almost still in the street. Like, that shit was terrible. The air conditioner sucked unless you were right next to it. It was hot as shit in that room, especially hot as shit in the bathroom. That bathroom had like no ventilation. The water pressure in the shower was really high, but hey, gave a nice little back massage. But the hot and cold settings were reversed. So if you turn it all the way on cold, you were about to get lava, and then vice versa. You were gonna get like straight Antarctic fucking polar ice caps water if you put it all the way on high. It was weird, but I remember a long time ago, me and my parents, we had like the house that they had, it was kind of like that. So it was fine. And yeah, the shower leak, that shower curtain did nothing. And we spread it out all the way. Yeah, that shower curtain was booty. But I mean, hey, we got showers and stuff like that, so yeah, it's fine. So the first night, we also ordered some pizza. This one large pepperoni pizza from Napoli Pizza. You're about to get a 1-star too, by the way, Napoli. 1. Anyway, so $15. Right? $15. Got this one large pepperoni pizza. Now, guys, think about that for a second. $15 for one large. We could have found a Little Caesars and got probably like three. We could have got three. We could have got three for that price. And they would have tasted better. That shit was terrible. That shit was awful. There's probably a pizza place on that beachfront that is good, but we didn't. We definitely didn't get the good end of the stick there, you know. But that's basically all that happened with the pizza. That shit was trash. The pillows might as well have just been slabs of straight concrete, straight cinder blocks. They wouldn't even move. Like, I don't know what those pillows were, but that shit was terrible. But I still slept like a baby, only because when I sleep, I sleep. You know what I mean? But yeah, those pillows are garbage. The covers on the beds really weren't like, they didn't feel welcoming. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you got like some like covers, they just feel nice and soft. These shits did not feel welcoming at all, and I was actually afraid to lift the cover and actually get under it because two things: one, it was really hot and the air conditioning sucked, and two, I was scared that a fucking roach was probably gonna pop out from under that shit. So and if you felt these beds, you can tell that probably the person that was there before probably didn't move those shits either. Like, that shit felt solid. Also, the cable sucked. It would always mess up for no reason, and you can tell that they probably don't even have legit cable. Because I swear to God, that was a black box in that room. But we did watch Craig of the Creek on Sunday morning. Yeah, I think it was Sunday morning. And Craig of the Creek is lit. Or was it Saturday morning? It was one of those. But Craig of the Creek, definitely, that's a new cartoon I like looking at. And that's when the cable was definitely the when the cable was actually working. Yeah, it was Saturday morning. Okay, when the cable was actually working, we were able to watch that. Yeah, Craig of the Creek might be the best thing on Cartoon Network right now, besides Gumball and Regular Show for me. But I think they ended Gumball and Regular Show, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Kite put one of his Yu-Gi-Oh cards that fell out of his bag, because he forgot he had Yu-Gi-Oh cards in his Kwamba bag. He put one of the cards on top of the black box, and the black box started fucking up. One Yu-Gi-Oh card. That shit was powerful. I think that card was really powerful. Imagine a roach popping up and screaming in your ear. Do they scream? I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that. Oh yeah, we're definitely not going back, dude. Dude, that just ruined my whole day, dog. Anyway, so that was everything with the room, and we literally checked out early. We checked out Sunday after we watched the top 8s that we all cared about. We went ahead and was just like, nah, we out. We are out of here. We were hella tired because, like, the weekend, even though it was cool, it was also very stressful for many reasons. We were tired. I was especially frazzled, and we were like, yeah, let's go ahead and go. So what else? All right, so to the actual tournament. So I'm gonna start with Kite here. I'm gonna give some credit where credit is due. Kite did very good. He technically went what, 3-2 because somebody got DQ, but he went 2-2. But he that was a hard 2-2. He was doing really good. That Hilda, he actually had a lot of people scared. He knows where he needs to clean up his play and stuff like that, but he was playing very good. And then he also did really good in the 2v2 tournament for Eunice. He actually got second place, so he got some money. He teamed up with Clem, the best like Canadian player, and he didn't even know who Clem was really. Like, he didn't realize. Like, I knew because I saw the jersey and everything, and then I saw him play before. I don't know why I didn't say anything, but yeah, he got a good teammate and he did really good. Karan put on a show in his units pool with Chaos, and of course we're behind him getting mad ignorant. Me, Kite, Keon, and everybody else. Like we were doing good. Yeah, Kite lost to Red Blade and Mui, and Mui got fourth place in the whole unit singles tournament, and Red Blade won. So yeah, he lost to some good company. Imagine if he actually would have beat one of them too. And it's possible for you, Kite. The sky's the limit for you and your units, man. Seriously. But yeah, Karan put on a fucking show, and I pretty much did too with my trash talk. I think it was quote, "Yo, Karan, show him that you breed them niggas eggs." I think I said that because Chaos controls like a giant salamander. At least that's what I call it. But it was fun. It was really cool to watch him, do some good shit. He actually almost made it out of pools too. So good shit to Anubis. And then let's go to me. And now back to the negatives. So MK. Now guys, I want you to be real with me, okay? Now I know I don't stream every day, but how many hours probably a day combined, in my whole day, do you think that I put into Mortal Kombat? And how much do I, lab some things and how much do I, do this and that? Yeah, I put a lot of effort, right? Like everybody and their mother could see, and even my mother could see that I put a lot of fucking effort into everything I do, but especially Mortal Kombat. I didn't get one fucking win. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, I expected to make it out of pools. No, because that was a very stacked tournament. But I was expecting maybe one. Just one win. That actually would have made me feel a lot better given the competition, but also how much work I put in and how much I play with this and run into this competition. Nothing was working. Like literally, like that's just what it was. Nothing was working. My first match was against Beetlejuice and his Jax, and I was playing with Cabal. I started off with Collector. Started with Collector because like I was banging on the fact that like not a lot of people know Collector, and I actually lost the match with Collector, like mostly because I kind of messed up. I kind of fucked up on some things, but I think I would have been able to be okay. But he was pretty fundamentally sound when it came to defense. But also, he was using Jax, so he was hitting buttons, and he wasn't hitting like your normal buttons. You know what I mean? Like he knew how to calm down on the buttons, but he was still hitting buttons. But that's still dangerous because Jax can get away with murder sometimes with that. Let's just be real. If you're a Jax player, you'll have mashed probably 9 times out of 10 and go to hell. And then I had to play my losers match against EGP Red Reaper, his Cabal. I was not doing the mirror. I don't like doing the mirror, especially the Cabal mirror. So I played with Sonya, and nothing was working with that either. He blocked every single fucking mix-up, every single one for the most part. I think I literally combined only got 2 rounds in that whole set, so nothing was working. And the thing that makes me the most upset is that I don't know how you can actually just go ahead and make this stuff work. Like, I don't know what I can do. And I have a really bad track record for NRS games in tournament. Everything from like, okay, anything that's like bigger than like locals, like here in like Florence, like, so if you go from like everything from like upstate throwdown and then you go to like majors, I have a really bad track record. Those are always my worst results. I think the best I've done was in Injustice 2 and I got 49th, but that's only because I I lost against Infinity first, and then I played against two people that just weren't good. One of them, you can tell he was just a casual, and he was here for probably something else. And I think he said his friends convinced him to just sign up for it. And then the other guy was a Green Lantern player. He was a little better, but I was playing Starfire, and Starfire. I just finished my application for Hobby Lobbies so I could get a better job. You want to run a few sets. You might want to find somebody who's better at MK, because apparently I'm trash. Have you not been listening? Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what the fuck to do. Because, like, I put in the work, I put in the hours, I put in the effort, I lab all this stuff, I try to suck up all this information, and I can't, like, basically, I can't get past 2 and 2, and most of the times I play NRS games and tournaments, I go 0 and 2 anyway, so, I definitely don't know what to do, about that. NRS games are just my worst tournament game, and I'm actually tired of spending money to go play NRS games and do completely terrible, and I'm supposed to have a positive outlook. It's impossible to have a positive outlook where no matter what you do, it's always going to end up shitty. You know what I mean? And that's just the reality of it, and there's nothing you can do to tell me different. There's nothing you can tell me differently to make me feel differently about that. It's literally like the worst experience ever. And with all the stuff that y'all see me do, with all the stuff that my family sees me do, you know how hard it was to tell when my family texted me, because we have a family group chat, and you know how hard it was to tell them that I did terribly in a game that they even watch my stream. You know what I mean? They even watch my stream. They watch my videos. They actually pay attention to, like, me going to tournaments and stuff, or like just playing competitively in general and all that. They support me on this. You know how hard it is to tell them every time I go play an NRS game in tournament that I went 0-2, I didn't get shit, or damn, I couldn't even make it out of pools, or damn, stuff like that. And I don't worry about my little brother Christian, because he's gonna think I suck anyway, but he's just a little asshole. Just like everybody else, especially my mom and my sister. Like, you know how hard that is to, like, tell them that, like literally, I'm just trash. Like, everybody in my family is so good at everything, and I've never been truly good at anything. And, like, and that's just being real. Like, I was so at sports. In comparison to a lot of different people, and, so at everything I do. Everything I've done, and the thing that I put the most time in effort in, like, probably more than even when I was doing the sports shit, still not getting anything. Like, I would have felt good with one win. I wasn't expecting to win CEO. This is what people have to fucking understand, because fucking Yin Crescent and people want to fucking subtweet me and make fucking Facebook statuses about me. First of all, if you're gonna talk about me, fucking tag me, nigga, or message me, nigga. Talk to me like a fucking grown ass man, so I know you're still little kids. Don't say shit about me ever again. They're talking about me and shit like that. But what they don't understand is that I'm not like, hoping to go into a major to win the whole thing. Because if you're actually going into a major, even if you're fucking Justin Wong expecting to win the whole thing and you lose, that's going to be fucking terrible. You're going for the experience. You're going to, see where you're at. So if every time you go to one of these things to play something that you think you've been putting in all this good, positive work into, and you still get nothing, how the fuck do you expect somebody to feel about that? Fuck yeah, they're going to feel terrible about that. Fuck yeah, they're going to feel like that all their shit means nothing. Fuck yeah, they're going to feel that. And it happens every fucking time. So this is a message to you, Trevon. Yeah, I use your real name. And anybody else who does this shit, the next time you want to say something pertaining to me, at me. At me. I won't even yell at you. I won't even cuss you out on there. Just at me. Or just message me directly if you got something to say. Because you don't know. Because y'all barely go anywhere. And it's not even just because you can't. It's because you won't. So, fuck off. Anyway. So that's how it fucking feels. All of that shit. I feel like I've let down so many people. You know what I mean? It's the worst feeling in the world. It really is. And there's no fucking like, oh, just, take what you've learned and fucking, learn from it. No, when you literally take what happened and you learn from it and you still get sent even more backwards. It's like you get the fucking senior year in high school and then out of nowhere you gotta repeat kindergarten again for no fucking reason. And you did all the work! That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Oh, and also I got DQ'd for no reason from Samurai Showdown. So, and I was actually, you know how I was saying I was beating everybody's ass in that game? I didn't even get a chance to even play that fucking game in the tournament. So, literally, yeah, my whole CEO weekend was shit. Also, I will punch Ian Crescent in the face. That's a sidebar. So yeah, that was my CEO experience. My shit sucked. But if you talk to Kite and Anubis though, their shit was alright. My shit sucked. So yeah. I don't know what to do anymore, guys. I don't know what to do anymore. I guess I'm a Samurai Showdown player now. I was doing the best in that game, but you'll never know because I got DQ'd from a tournament organizer that barely could speak up. So he probably called my name and I was right there. But what you have to understand, if you've never been to one of these things, anybody's watching, if you've never been to one of these big majors, right? Or even you, Sam. If you've never been to one of these big majors, there's a lot of fucking people. Okay? There's a lot of noise going on. You gotta get, if you're the person who's the bracket runner for that pool or whatever, you have to learn how to raise your fucking voice. Or get a goddamn megaphone. Jabali, you have all of this money. Because I've seen it all over the place. Hell, you gave all of us this fucking coin. Just for registering. This probably cost a lot. And you can't give niggas even a fucking tiny ass megaphone or something? Or like an air horn so we can all pay attention? And then the guy who was running the bracket, he was kind of making fun of me because I went over there, right? And I was like, yo, did you start doing check-ins yet and stuff? And he was like, hey, it's not that serious, it's just a side tournament. Dude, it's a little more than a side tournament when you hit a 128 player cap and you got fucking Justin Wong in it. Yeah, let fucking Corey Taylor get on that fucking stage, and then make a fucking a Twitter tweet, talking about like all this like like, oh my god, I'm so thankful and whatever all that stuff. Like, okay, so like you wouldn't get that from somebody who didn't think that there was anything serious, right? You wouldn't get somebody who was playing like he was if it wasn't anything kind of serious. Niggas want to try to win the first major for Samurai Showdown. And the game's been out for a bit. They did the same shit last year for Fighting EX Layer. And niggas were pouring their fucking souls into that shit. Why? Because fuck it, why not? You trying to win. You actually put money into that. There's a fucking fight stick on the line. That Victrix is fucking awesome, by the way. The Victrix sticks are amazing. There was actually shit on the line, but you want to go ahead and make fun of me because I'm trying to check in so I can make sure I have a chance to play, and then you want to DQ me for no reason? Oh yeah, I noticed you're a fucking TO from Combo Breaker? Fuck Combo Breaker, I'm not going. So there's your answer, Karan. I'm not going to fucking Combo Breaker. So, Yeah, I got literally DQ'd for no reason. I look on Smash.gg because I'm like, hold up. They're calling people from my pool. Let me look at this just to make sure, you know, I'm not going to miss my match or anything like that, because I'm standing right there, pretty much right in front of them. I'm watching the rest of the matches. It says I'm DQ'd. I'm like, what? You didn't even call my name or anything like that. So, basically, if you're not known, don't sign up for a side tournament, because they're not going to care about you. And I probably even would have beat Justin Wong. And I said it. Because he wasn't doing anything special. Like, that's not overconfidence either. Like, I was playing that fucking good. Ask anybody. I was playing that fucking good. I at least probably would have made at least top 16. Alright, so that's ballpark, okay? I wouldn't have been anywhere near that stage. But top 16, I probably would have at least made that. Right? And Justin Wong was in that pool. That's why I was saying I probably would have beat him. So, yeah. So I didn't even get a chance. So again, yeah, my CEO experience this year was actually shitty. Like, yeah, like, people gotta get this shit together. Seriously. Like, shit has to be together, and then I gotta, I don't know, do something. And I don't want anybody to tell me, well, look on the bright side, you win. I don't want to go anymore. Like, that's the thing. I'm not going back to CEO, especially if it's still in Daytona. Daytona sucks anyway. But I just don't want to go to CEO anymore. Yo, thanks for the follow on Mixer. Rental Throne 621. Hey, how you doing? You came in at kind of like a booty time because I'm complaining about CEO. But thanks for coming through regardless. I'm going to start playing something. I promise. I might actually just go into this crypt on MK or something. Yeah, so like that whole like experience for me was garbage. I played like shit in my main game. The game that I was actually playing better in, so I'm like, cool, I have a chance to maybe, you know, open some eyes a little bit, because I'm not such an awkward scrub. I don't get a chance. If you want me to play Sonic Mania, I can play some Sonic. I'll fail, but I can play some Sonic. You must have saw the last stream. You know, and my anxiety was terrible. Like, it was acting so awful. I'm gonna turn this off because, you know, Sonic music. It was acting up like terrible. It was bad. Mixed play. I'm on PlayStation, so I can't do that. Oh, you are on PS4? Can you do that? I don't know how Mixer works. I definitely don't know how it works, but I'm here. But fucking yeah. I think the worst thing for me was the fact that I didn't even get a chance to, you know, do anything. And, you know, something that, you know, I felt like maybe I'd have a decent chance at. Oh, it works for PS4, that's what I was saying. Okay. I'll check that out here. Forgive me if it sounds like I don't really want to. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to. Because I'm trying to Alright. This game's about to get the fuck you, honestly. This game is honestly about to get the fuck you. So what am I supposed to do? Okay, yeah, I forgot what that. Yeah, take that shit. Um, you need help, or I need help. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Oh, I always need help. I need professional help. Damn. I jumped right on you. You saw that, right? I jumped right on you. And I still got it. Nice. Motherfucker. Oh, yeah. I guess I'm done talking about it now. I hope y'all all understand now, like, you know, although it sounded kind of selfish, like, I'm mad for selfish reasons, but at the same time, I hope y'all kind of understand. Oh, what'd you just call me, nigga? You better recognize, dude. I'll drop you on the head for saying shit like that. I'll find where you live. Yeah, I threatened you, so... I better not. Okay. Let's get it. And yeah. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, this shit. Okay. No! Oh. I did. What happened? Why did I fall off like that? What happened? But yeah, I hope y'all understand, like, that wasn't just me, you know, over the weekend, you know, just being, you know, selfishly mad over, you know, oh, like, oh, I didn't get out of work, or, oh, I didn't, you know, do anything like that. It wasn't anything like that. It's just, I wanted some sort of validation for the work that I tried to put in. Work that I put in on something even more than, like, even my actual, like, job. Nothing selfish like that, but I have to say though, like, if you're going to say something about me, like, just go ahead and say it directly. There's no use on making a status download. I didn't jump in. Really? Oh shit, I forgot about those. I don't have any rings. I need rings. What? What? Thanks for the host. Don't call me anything ever again, though. I don't even know what happened. Yeah, we can play Sam Show. All you're doing is labbing today? That's what's up, bro. Might find sex. No, yeah, do your thing. Yeah, I just don't like that shit. I don't like when people do that. I try not to do that to other people too, man. Like, you got a problem. Address that person. Nobody knows how to communicate. Yeah, I still don't know, I still don't exactly know how that thing works, though. I don't know. I'm just here, so I'm just gonna roll it solo. If you don't mind, like, no offense. Oh my fucking god! Fuck. Why is YouTube 0? Probably because nobody's watching on YouTube. At least not right now. I'll probably be up for like another hour. I have to take my little sister to physical therapy. She got surgery not too long ago. So I'm gonna take her there. But after that, I should probably be back on some stream. Because if I'm playing Sam Show tonight after shots, I might turn on the stream for that. I'm not sure. Fuck. Fuck. Oh my god, it happened again! Why didn't it turn? When I want it! Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Bro, it happened again! Come on! Why didn't it turn? Fuck that, dude. Come on. What do you think is better, Twitch or Mixer or YouTube? I probably have more of a following on Twitch only because I've been on Twitch a little longer. But I don't think. What's my name is? You kidding me? I don't see too much of a difference. Like whatever you got a following on, you know, that should be probably what you that should be probably what you pay attention to the most. You know what I mean? But I made the decision to just go ahead and like straight up stream on everything I can. But I would say what? Please don't. Okay. I would say that Twitch just has more people on it. I think Mixer has better information for things. And YouTube is YouTube, you know, everybody is on. Fuck. That's what I would do. About the services. I don't know like different terms and stuff they have for like Mixer, like partnership things and all that stuff either. So I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do all that. What the fuck are you doing, Sonic? Fuck! No! I got it. Okay. Shit. Oh my god, that sucks. I wanna watch my it glitched up. Why would you? I'll think about it. It acts like Xbox. That's crazy. Jesus Christ. Go. Oh my god. Oh wow, that's garbage. Alright, yeah, I'll probably stop by. Oh, I didn't see that there. It made me fall off. It made me fall off again. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm deleting that only because that's not mine. So that's why. My shit's gonna take an hour. Okay, guys. Um, I'm probably going to turn the stream back on after I get back from taking my sister to her therapy. Um, if not on my stream, I might be on Kites. Um, we'll definitely let y'all know. Thanks for watching. Peace.